Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Grant Show. So, I am so very happy to dive into this topic. This topic was raised by a potential client. We're going to talk about which is better for you, a sound bath or sound healing. Now, in this episode of the Dr. Grant Show, we're going to explore the benefits of sound baths and sound healing and how to see which one is better for you. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Dr. Grant Show. My name is Dr. Kirsten Grant. Today we are exploring the benefits of sound baths and sound healing and seeing which one might be the best for you. So stay tuned because I've got some interesting information to share with you all. We'll be covering three topics today. Sound baths, what are they? Sound healing, what are they and what is it? And third, which is better for you? So I am loving, absolutely loving the increased interest in sound baths and sound healing. It is something that for me is so significant, and it's so significant because this is a culmination of my life's work from the moment that my interest was peaked. At this point, almost over 30 years ago, that was when I first encountered the concepts that are the crucial foundation and building blocks of sound healing and sound baths. It was just in its infancy, along with other concepts that we now no longer consider woo woo. Chiropractic medicine, yes, it is accepted now, but 30 years ago, for those of you that are old enough to remember, chiropractic medicine, acupuncture, yoga, even a little bit of psychology, all of these things were considered woo woo, meaning it had no scientific basis whatsoever. Therefore, it was viewed by people that were open to innovative approaches with open arms. However, for those people that wanted something based in science and to demonstrate what's called its clinical efficacy, meaning that it's been proven in research studies, it was not very often embraced. And people that were in the scientific community, such as scientists, researchers, medical doctors, you had a certain sect of people that they were interested in it. They were even interested in dedicating research dollars towards it and time towards it in this exploration. However, they had to keep it a secret. Now, when I first encountered the concepts of sound healing and sound baths, which are based upon working on the brain, psychology, neurology, and even as you go deeper, you go into the subsect of science called energy psychology and psychoimmunology. All of these things combined together really translates into, for those of you that are wondering, the what's in it for you factor. All of these things translate into, if you want this, if you're pursuing this, improved health, reductions in anxiety, increased tolerance to pain, decreased ability to even perceive pain, thus decreased pain, decreased symptoms of depression, improved academic performance for those of you that are in school, increased productivity, increased motivation, increased success in all aspects and facets of your life, from career to spirituality, relationships. I could go on and on. So tune in with me and hang with me if you want to learn a little bit more during this time that we have together. So I was elated when 30 years ago I encountered this because I felt the potential of it. And I'm going to make sure that you guys, if you're interested in achieving these things that I just listed, if you're interested in taking an approach that harmonizes with you, works with you, it's not even against any medical establishment. It could actually be used as a complement to your current medical regimen. So, doctors, MDs, my friends, my pals, DOs, my friends, my pals, chiropractors, my friends, my pals, clinical psychologists, my friends, my pals. If you're concerned, and people that are also my main clientele, people that are stressed emotional eaters, food addicts, people that struggle with food binges, people that are looking to lose weight, you are my people. If you are concerned that by pursuing sound healing or sound therapy, that you'll have to give up your current medical recommendations from your MD or your DO or your ND, didn't want to leave you guys out, you have nothing to be concerned about. So let's get into it. An explanation of and discovering what is a sound bath. A sound bath, what it is versus sound healing and what that is. A sound bath is customarily a set of notes and sounds that are played in order to help what's called entrain the brain by working with and slowing down the brain's brain waves. For example, right now, as you are listening to me speak, and as you're watching this show episode, either live or if you've got this on the replay, or if a loving friend or family member shared it with you or coworker shared this with you, as you're listening, your brain is in beta, you're operating beta waves. When you are deeply enmeshed in concentration, you're in what some people might call your flow. Your brain waves move from beta to alpha. Just as you're beginning to drift off to sleep, your brain waves move into theta. There are two other brain waves that we're not discussing and covering here that would be called gamma as well as delta. But for the sake of simplicity for this conversation, we're just covering the main three areas that your brain waves function in. Now, sound baths and the sounds that are made by sound baths, which these sounds can actually be made by a plethora of things, ranging from crystal singing bowls, which are my personal favorite, to Tibetan singing bowls, to tuning forks, to la 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 la, the sound of your voice, which would be called vocal tuning, to rain sticks, to thunder drums, to wind chimes, also known as koji chimes, to excuse me, chimes, to steel tongue drums. I have one of those. To crystal pyramids, to so many things. A sound bath is really utilizing these instruments by the sound bath practitioner that plays these instruments in order to help facilitate brain entrainment, which moves your brain from that beta wave to the alpha wave to the theta wave. And in the end, there's a wee bit of binaural beats that are also at work as well. The end result is reduced stress. Some people have reported and shared with me that they experience a significant level of relaxation, a profound, deep level of relaxation, unlike anything they have ever experienced before. Sound baths are superb to help quickly speed up the process and the benefits of meditation. And meditation is extremely beneficial. More and more research is emerging each and every single day of the benefits of meditation for people, for example, that struggle with depression, anxiety, even illnesses, and the side effects of the treatments of cancer. Sound baths are extremely helpful in lessening not only the perceived stresses of these symptoms, but the pain as well. Everything that I'm sharing with you is backed by science. Now, let's go into sound healing. Some people that I chat with, they look upon sound healing with a wee bit of concern. And the reason is very often for those people that are concerned or a wee bit skeptical about sound healing, the common concerns that are expressed are twofold. Number one, is a person alluding to or guaranteeing that sound, simple sound, can heal? The second concern and myth about sound healing is that it is ineffective, that it is brought about, and the results of sound healing that are showing in so many research studies to be successful are merely nothing more than the placebo effect. For those of you that are unfamiliar, and thanks for joining us live, by the way, I see somebody's joined us. Hi! For those of you that are unfamiliar with the scientific term placebo effect, it means that in a scientific study, one set of people were given the real drug, real treatment, and the other people were given something that looked like the treatment, such as a sugar pill or saline spray or something like that. And they reported a certain percentage of those people in the treatment study reported that they were cured of said ailment or the treatment worked. For those percentage of people are often labeled as people that benefited from the placebo. Now, what is this and why should you care? And how does this pertain to sound baths versus sound healing? Allow me to explain. Sound healing, the sounds don't heal. It activates the healing effects in your body, number one. Number two, when coupled up with a scientist or a research practitioner such as myself, we're using psychology and certain elements of psychology, such as CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, to, before we begin the sound healing session, asking very specific and penetrating questions that are obscenely laser focused and obscenely effective. So we're activating the natural resources that are in your body. We're not going against any concepts of medicine when you talk about sound healing. Sound healing and what it does, the best way that I can define it for you is that it creates, when you work with a trained practitioner, it creates a roadmap to the health outcome and goals that you're seeking, because it's applying natural laws, scientific laws that are proven to work. And because these scientific laws have already been proven to work, then these will also work, utilizing this will work for you. So we help you find, when you couple yourself up with a sound healing practitioner that you resonate with, and that's a thing. You have to find the person that really resonates with you. I prefer for you to find someone that's got skin in the game, so to speak. I lost my mother to food addiction, obesity, and emotional eating years ago. And I saw, despite her vast intelligence, she was so intelligent, she was actually even a member of the Mensa Society. For those of you unfamiliar with the Mensa Society, it's a group of people that have high IQs. But despite all this, she was able to unlock and find the missing pieces to her puzzle in order to help her succeed at her job. She succeeded despite going through 3 divorces and the trauma that it came with each, and I was there for each one. She rose above the trauma of being abandoned by her husband less than 1 year after giving birth. She managed to ascend and rise above all these things to be successful. Yet, she couldn't seem to unlock the code. She couldn't seem to find the missing piece to her puzzle for her weight struggles and health struggles. Now, don't get me wrong, my mother succeeded in losing weight. She lost over 40 pounds at one point in time. I was there to see it. And that was with the, what would be called lovingly, the model of calories in, calories out. So using that model, my mother did succeed in losing weight. She lost over 40 pounds. There's only one problem. We haven't addressed the mindset portion and finding out what could have been at that time her neuroacoustic code. And without finding out that neuroacoustic code, we have a big gap in that puzzle, and that's what caused the weight to return. You need that code. You need to find that roadmap. You need to work with someone that's able to help you find that roadmap. And what happens is something beautiful. You're going to find out your reality that works for you to help you achieve your goals. And that's what sound healing can do. Sound healing, when you work with the right practitioner, can help you find your healing. It can help you find what works for your life, not what someone else is telling you your reality should be. You see, so many people told my mother where to look. So many people gave my mother, and perhaps you can relate. So many people will tell you where to look for happiness. Many clients that I work with in my digital practice They tell me stories of how good and well-intentioned family members and friends shared with them how to be happy, what they should pursue for relationships, what they should pursue for what to eat, what to pursue for friendships, what to pursue for their career. Have you ever had that happen to you where you are really building your entire life based on what someone else told you to do that worked for them? But here's the thing with that. People share their sliver of their reality and work with you to make it your own. The only problem with this is when you apply it to emotional eating, food addiction, food binges, trying to lose weight. That sliver of reality that someone offered to you in order to make it your reality, it's almost like being in a fun house. And you go into that section with all the mirrors, it distorts your reality. So you're not looking at what you truly need because you're not able to see a clear picture. This is what sound healing does. It helps you spread out a map, and working together with a practitioner helps you identify on that map the safest, fastest, most efficient path to take to not only your health goals. That's only one part of it. Sound healing helps you in all the other areas of your life because it's inevitable. And the way that we do that is helping your brain drop down faster from beta to alpha to theta, which is where the subconscious and the unconscious mind, lovingly referred to as the subconscious mind, lives. And this is where you begin to see where these beliefs, your value system, and your ideas were first formed. And now we can examine how they're influencing your choices. And there are no good or bad choices. That's not the point. The point is how you processed that information. Did you delete certain things? Did you distort certain things? Or did you take it in and lay the foundation of your reality on these things without taking into account what you really needed? And you see, that's where, when I work with clients in my digital wellness practice, I enjoy the most. We begin to unpack those beliefs. We begin to help you understand where they came from. That's the first step, identifying where those beliefs came from, then kind of pulling it up by the root and examining it, discarding the parts that no longer serve you for the purpose and goal that you have for your life. And then the implementation, where you get up kind of like a wobbly fawn, first learning to walk and then fall back down again until you get a firm foothold and you get your gait, you get your sea legs, so to speak. Now, to answer the final question, which one is better? Sound healing or a sound bath? It depends on you. It depends on what you need. In some cases, some people might say that both are needed. And maybe one isn't better over the other. I'll say this. From my observation, a sound bath is better if you're looking to experience stress relief, if you're looking to hold space and think about and contemplate a solution to your problem, if you don't need any guidance, if you have a lot of this life thing all figured out, then a typical sound bath, a routine sound bath is best. However, if you're a person that has tried everything, you've tried on your own to figure certain things out in your life, and you want to break through that glass ceiling to success in relationships, in your health, in your career, in your friendships. If you're looking to find a roadmap to get you there faster with proven techniques, if you're looking for one-on-one interaction, maybe even in a confidential setting, then perhaps sound healing, according to my observation, is best. There's really no right or wrong answer on this one. It's just really a matter of what you need. And what you need is also contingent upon where you are in this chapter, this stage, and this moment of your life. Some things aren't really that heavy for you. You just really need to find an awesome sauce way to totally plunge into the waters of relaxation and calm quickly and easily. Then a sound bath is perfect. But if you need to supercharge, your journey to losing weight, and you want to clean up all the other parts of your life as well, because they do play a role. It's never as simple as calories in and calories out. An integrative approach is needed. One client that I worked with in the past, she was unaware that her career was making her miserable. Another client that I worked with in the past, he found out it was his family. It wasn't making him miserable, but the beliefs of what he was told a man should do to provide for his children, and only these things, taking this path and holding up these beliefs and embodying these beliefs, was the only way as a man you could make it. Anything else outside of that circle that he was given, that sliver of reality that he was given, was considered bad. It was considered ineffective. It was considered foreign, something to be pushed back and away and to almost run away in fear from. And it served him to a point in life. He was able to accomplish so much with his career. He was able to accomplish so much in his family life. But deep down at night, when he was alone and the house was quiet, he experienced so much paralyzing doubt. He just had this tugging. Have you ever had that? This tugging, this pulling as a man, that this isn't it. You're made for more. You don't know where to find the resources and how to get to the more money that you know you should be making, or how to be a better father, how to be a better brother, how to be a better uncle, how to be just a better man. You know there's something out there. You just simply don't know what you need to remove and pick through in order to get there. And it seems like everyone has an answer. Everyone's got a story. But it hasn't been customized to you. You haven't found what works for you yet. These are the cases where sound healing shines. These are the cases where sound healing over a sound bath is needed, because you're going to need that one-on-one tailored attention. You're going to need that person that's got experience in playing full out with helping you unlock those pieces of the puzzle. And you need someone to help celebrate your victories too. And someone to help you identify when you have a setback, why it happened, and what you can do differently next time so you can stop making the same doggone mistakes. All right, guys. So the Dr. Grant Show, and the sole purpose of my mission is to help people that struggle with emotional eating, food addiction, food binges, and you're trying, in some cases, not everyone, a lot of cases, you're looking to lose weight. You're totally tired of the way you've been doing it. You're tired of the yo-yo, where you feel high and happy on the hog, as they say, and then you come crashing down because it didn't work again. People that are looking for proven practices. You want to feel powerful again, and you want that feeling to stay. Move on in my brain, take a permanent residence. That is what my show has been dedicated to, helping those people. Let's remove those limits, the limiting beliefs, the limiting mindsets, limiting lessons, and let's find that neural energetic code that's been missing for your next chapter. That's what the Dr. Grant Show is about. Taking an integrative approach to psychology, mindset, because without doing that, we can't get and hold on to permanently the other parts that we also work with and help you in, which is food and fitness. We want to build something sustainable for you, and we want to give you science-backed and evidence-based approaches to help you do it. All right, guys, the Dr. Grant Show is on live Wednesdays at 9 a.m. and also on Saturdays at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to share this episode and also like and follow us for more information if you're looking for solutions. Much love to you guys. You can also send a direct message or a text to this number that's listed below. You can text "I'm ready" if you want to have a confidential conversation at 312-601-8510. And you can also on social media reach out to me. I am on edibleaddiction.com. I can also be found on Facebook under Phoenix 6. I can also be found under Dr. Kirsten Grant under Facebook. Instagram, I can be found on Kirsten Grant, PhD. I can also be found on Pinterest and Twitter. I am essentially all over social media. If you're the kind of person that likes to read, you can check out several of my published articles as well. Just Google Dr. Kirsten Grant, and you will find them listed on various periodicals online. All right, guys. Much love to you. See you soon. Bye.